Hey everybody, welcome to another What Sold video. We made about, $230.59 in one day. And $97 of that was courtesy of Nifty relisting and sending offers for us. Again, if you're not familiar with Nifty, I'll put the QR code here so you can check that out. It's our cross-listing platform. You can cross-list to eBay, Mercari, Etsy, Poshmark, etc. and get more eyes on your items. And Code Rocket City will save you $15 off your first month. So if you want to try that, Nifty's already paid for 4 months of itself, and we're only on day 8 of the year. So it definitely is worth it. In this case, $97 of our sales for today was courtesy of Nifty. It's $89.99 a month for the Pro Bundle. So that'll be my commercial break for this video. Appreciate you listening to that one, and definitely recommend 10 of 10. So, and we're looking for, first off, Kohl's Cares Luis from Rio. It's the English Bulldog from the movie. Looks like he sold for $12.51. Took about 6+ months to sell, and we'll be back with what that guy looks like. Here he is, Luis from Rio. So cute. Again, he was $12 and some change. And didn't take too long to sell. 6 months, I know, sounds like a long time, but when the plush world, that's actually not very bad. So $12.51 on eBay. This guy's off to his new home, and this is the 3rd or 4th Rio plush that we sold within a 30-day period. So I just want to throw that out there. Market trend ? You tell me. Leave it in the comments if you're a fan of Rio. Love to hear it. All right, this next plush is a Nanko special. Actually had to use one of my vetoes at the Goodwill outlet bins. My wife said, no, do not pick this up. And I was like, someone surely will love it. We need to get it. He's not in the greatest condition. It was indicated in the listing, but our buyer didn't mind too much. I thought he was cool. He reminded me of like Voltron or something back in the 80s. So I picked him up. Sold for $17.99 in 4 months on Mercari. So someone loved him just as much as I did. And that is a good reason to pick anything up, in my opinion. Passion leads to profit. All right, on to the next one. Okay, we are now at our baby bin, full of Disney bin rather. This is actually a baby item. Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse rattle set, itty bitty style. Sold for $10.69 in 6 months on eBay, and definitely cute, and probably for Valentine's Day. We're getting a lot of sales for that here recently. So this one's off to its new home, and we can't thank that buyer enough. On to the next. Okay, so we are back, and we are 8 days past the new year, and we're still selling Christmas. So this one's a vintage Gibson Mr. and Mrs. Claus. And this one sold for $33 by offer of Nifty. Can't thank Nifty enough for that $33. Appreciate you. And this one's going to through Etsy, and again, $33 in 6 months. So Christmas does sell all year long. I wouldn't wait. If you thought you might have missed the mark, I would still say list it if you have it, and get that up. It can still sell. All right, on to the next. All right, so this next one I probably would pick up and held on until Valhalla. He is so stinking adorable. He is a barbarian puppy hound Viking helmet plush is what I listed it as, and someone thought he was great too. So yeah, he's off to his new home. He sold for $13 in 6 months on Poshmark, and yes, you can sell more than clothing on Poshmark. We do quite a business on there every month, and he is off to his new home. And thanks for looking at that guy. And remember, pick up anything like Nordic or Viking or Swedish or anything like that. They always sell, and they always sell well. Okay, we are in the garage, and it's getting a little gamey out here again. We're going to have to do another cleaning video. Tends to happen when you get real busy. Now that we have starting to slow down, we have a little bit more time. Maybe we need to get out here and get after it. But this Disney Dalmatian dog patch, it's not the greatest seller in the world, but it does sell quite often. We don't have a lot into him, so maybe $1 for him. And he sold for $7.34 by Nifty. And yeah, So we did make a profit, a ton of profit, probably not, but he is off to his new home, super cute. And someone got a great deal at a great, for a great toy. On to the next. All right, this next one also didn't sell for quite a bit, but once you see him, you'll realize, wow, $9. That's a pretty good sale. Probably paid like maybe a nickel for him. So yeah, a lot of return on investment in this guy. And believe it or not, guess how much I love you. Anything really is quite sought after. It's a very popular storybook. So yeah, if you see any of that out there, there's different varieties of this by different manufacturers. So they're very prolific with their licensing. So make sure you're picking it up out in the wild. $9.03 in 6 months on eBay. On to the next one. This little guy's going off to his new home. Likely Easter present. So this next one, the brand Kids Preferred is extremely sought after. This particular plush didn't sell for a lot, but there are a few that can sell well. So you want to make sure you're doing your sold comps if you need to do that before you purchase it. Otherwise, you can just pick them up and set it and forget it, and they will sell eventually. So this Kids Preferred doll sold for $11.08 and sold in 6 months on eBay. And this cutie's going on to their new home, and we can appreciate that buyer enough. And if you like these type of videos, make sure you like and subscribe. We appreciate you guys as well. So yeah, we'll be moving on to the next one. Here's a super duper cute one. This is a John Deere tractor, battery operated, does work. And my wife actually didn't want me to pick this up when we first initially saw it, but I used my veto as is tradition. And this guy was sold, and he sold in 4 months on Macari for $22.50. Super cute plush out to his new home. And if you're a John Deere fan like me, leave it in the comments. Love to hear. Love to talk shop. Thanks. So these next few plush here, they sold in a bundle. Bunnies by the Bay is a very sought after brand. So if you're not tracking Bunnies by the Bay, you definitely want to check these out. They're little woodland bunnies, and yeah, they do sound like specialty stores. A lot of times they're very much like near the Jellycat section. So if you have a store that sells Jellycats, more than likely, they also sell Bunny by the Bay. This one sold for $35, and it was a nifty relist that actually then sold. So it was 3+ months took to sold, and yeah, sold on Macari. Can't say enough about Bunnies by the Bay. They're super soft, super cute, and super collectible. So make sure you're picking up your Bunnies by the Bay. Okay, so a quick public service announcement. We sell on Whatnot. We made $700 yesterday. So if you're not familiar with Whatnot, go to check it out. I'll put the QR code here for an invite to that. Buyers get $15 off their first purchase, and sellers get instant access to become a seller. So check that out. I can't say enough about that. So that is augmenting some of our sales here. So just because we didn't do good in one day doesn't mean we didn't do good elsewhere. So this is not including Whatnot. Just want to caveat that. Also, why I bring it up is all of this Disney plush that we still need to photograph and list. It's all been cleaned and washed, sanitized and sorted. I'm in the process of sorting that, but you guys get the drift. So this has been our holdover area. If you notice, it's getting a little bit less. So if you're not new here, this is a lot less than we used to have in here. So we are selling through a lot of it on Whatnot, which is the point of this conversation. So check out Whatnot. It can give you more financial freedom and more cash flow for your business. Talking of business, check out our podcast, Launchpad. It is on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube at Rocket City Reseller. Presents Launchpad. And go ahead and put a QR code here for you. If you want to scale up your business, come check us out. Be happy to help you along the way, and we'll grow together. Okay, time to publicly shame myself. These items here have all been listed. I'm actually working on the last of them now, and this is actually all needing to be put away in those totes that we've been grabbing from. So why I mentioned this is there's 2 items here that actually sold, and I need to find in this. So we do have them categorized by character, baby, animal, etc. So it shouldn't be as bad as you think it might look. But I just want to mention that, when you're at this volume, this is kind of what that looks like. And that's important to kind of consider when you're thinking about maybe doing this. So we're looking is a Hasbro Game Freak Pikachu, and that sold in 21 days on Etsy for $24.99. And that's why, and the link here. So that's why they're still in here, because this is kind of a holdover area while we list and move into our tote system, our inventory. So that explains that. I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Again, we made $230.59 in one day. Most of those sales are courtesy of Nifty, Nifty.ai, as we mentioned earlier in the video. I remind you guys, if you can't be good at it. We'll catch you on the next video.